in that, we've got our launch of the company. We've planned it the first week of June. Nabil, why don't you share with folks what this is, where we're going to be going, the dates, and kind of just what to expect on this cruise.
Okay. Well, we're going to be on the Royal Caribbean cruise. That's June 3rd through the 7th. And we're going to visit, we're going to go to Nassau, the Bahamas, Coco Cay, Bahamas, Key West, and Miami, back to Miami. And this trip will be from Miami. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to have a private cocktail party the first day and nice reception. And then we will have one other day, probably, 2-3 hours of meetings, and the rest is going to be really bonding and relationship and networking. And, we're going to be about 400 of us on the ship. And there's going to be about 2,600 people there, so we're going to go after them and recruit them and sponsor them into the business.
See, you know what? And I love that because they can't go nowhere.
That's right.
We got 400 of our folks that are going to go out there. I always love flying.
Right.
And a lot of you that know me as a builder, I love to fly because I will sit at the back of the plane because at some point, they all have to go to the bathroom, and it's a captive audience. And I talk to everybody. I just sit there and talk. What do you do? How do you do? And I get cards. It's probably the best recruiting tool. And now you're telling me that I'm going to have a cruise ship of 2,600 people that we can go after?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness! I can't wait to go out and talk to these folks, and especially when they find out, how much you pay for this cruise? I paid this much. How much? Well, I got it for free. How'd you do that? Right? And so what an opportunity. But folks, this contest, and we're running right now, we have a contest right now in place that if you do 40,000 in personal volume between you and your front line, so anybody that you've personally sponsored between February to May, any of that personal volume, that if you add up to that 40,000, you're going to get a free cabin. And we're talking, look, I was looking at these cabins. Every single one of them are an ocean view. We didn't
no inside cabins.
No inside cabins. We didn't go to the bottom of the boat. Right, we're talking high quality, and so folks will be able to take advantage of this and get this cabin, for them and their spouse. So those that go out and build that volume between now and then. So anything that you bring in personally on your personal group, meaning you and your front line, we're going to calculate that, and you're going to get a free cabin. We're also working on we're going to put these cruises in the penny auction ongoing for people to have the chance to win. We're also going to work on ways to get it into the mall so that people can buy it and buy it at a good price and be able to come out to this major event that we're planning where there's going to be recognition, there's going to be training, there's going to be the launch of some new stuff that we're working on. There's going to be a lot of good things. And those that were at the first event that we did, the pre-launch, know that I love that type of, I love events. And I love recognizing people, and the people on this phone, I know Wendy and Linton can contest to this as well, as that, the experience and when you walk away. Everything in this industry is about building from event to event. And we're creating the tour. We're going to be in Long Beach, then Missouri. We're going to Florida. We've already started putting out some dates, and you're going to see more of that. And we're going to build towards this event, and this event's probably going to be the event of the year. I mean, being on a cruise for 4 to 5 days, being around the leaders, the presidential leaders, being around Glenn, Bill, myself, Pat. I don't know if she's going, but we need to have Pat. We need Pat to come and visit.
They should also bring their friends.
Right, and they should bring their friends, right? Hey, what a way to recruit someone. Like, come on, let's go on a cruise, Go win it in the auction, like 2 or 3, and get them on there. I mean, sheesh, what an opportunity to recruit someone. So, folks, just look for the details. We're going to be putting that up online this week. We're just finalizing some of the numbers. You'll start seeing it in the auction, and then the details of the contest and where we're going, and just start planning for that event. Again, the dates are from June 3rd to June 7th. You'll be coming out of Miami, Florida, and we'll be planning our event around that. Now, moving on real quick, A lot of you know that our new president, Glen Jenson, you've heard from him a couple times now. He's been working. I've kept him up late nights and early mornings, and so Glen's been he told me, he said, he made a comment today. He says, Mike, he says, do you ever stop? I said, no, well, I don't know. What does that mean? He says, man, I'm drinking water through a fire hose here. He says, you are just ongoing. And I said, well, we got business to do.
I got to say something.
Money don't sleep. That's my opinion.
I got to say something.
Yes, okay.
I always, since I've been around Mike, I call him, he's the man who's only got an on switch. They forgot to put an off switch on him. And I think, that's what Glen is, things are rubbing off on him.
Yeah. But you know what? What I got to say, in just a short week and a half now, Glen has just already brought to the table some tremendous resources, tremendous expertise. We've already probably saved thousands and thousands of dollars in some directions that we would have went down, and but not only that, just the folks that are starting to stand up and say, what is this? This week I had an owner from a company call me on Saturday morning, and I didn't recognize the number, and then he texted me who he was. How he got I don't know how he got my cell number, but anyways, so I call him like shocked, and he said to me, quote unquote, Mike, I am jealous. You guys are just hammering it. You guys are doing an amazing job, and congratulations to what you've done. And I that made me feel good to hear that. I've had blinders on. That's all I know. I'm going straight ahead. I keep going the direction that we're going to do the things that we need to do to make this company successful. And Glen has been a big part of that, and I appreciate just in the short period of time. But why don't you share with the folks what you're seeing now and being in and what we're doing?
Thanks, Mike. As Mike was saying, this is now my second week here at GoFun Places, and I just wanted to tell everyone how excited I am at what is actually happening. Last week was like drinking out of a fire hose. There are so many projects, so many things going on here, so many people to meet. But I spent the time going through the office, getting to know the different departments, trying to get to know all the individuals here inside of the company. Getting to know the programs, the direction, and so on, and getting a good handle on that. And here's one thing I have to say. For those of you who were on the call last week, you know that I've been in the industry now for 24 years, a long time. After I've been in here, looking at what's happening, looking under the hood, checking out what's really taking place, I have to say how pleasantly surprised I am with how structured many of the programs and many of the systems and many of the operational things here are actually doing. They're doing very well. And it's exciting to know that foundation is already laid and that we can just start building upon a strong foundation. And I hope from being on this call, many of you are starting to see that coming together. We just announced the travel agency that we've purchased recently, and how they'll be integrated in, and we'll start launching new product on our auction site and in the mall and so on. We're going to start seeing people around in all these fun places of the world. As we announce this cruise tonight from June 3rd through the 7th out of Miami, know that that's going to be a great time for us to get together, strategically align. We can recognize each of the leaders that's really performing. We can do our rank advancements there. We can lock arms and really take this company forward. And I look forward to meeting each and every one of you on that cruise. One thing I want each person to keep in mind, though, is that we're limiting it to 400 people. And so you need to make sure and make that commitment that you're going to be one of those 400 people on there, because it's going to be a very powerful time and a very powerful event, especially as we take this company forward. So,
well, and that, even, sorry, real quick, even our international folks, if you need us to send a letter so that you can work on getting your visas or whatever, then just submit a support ticket saying I need a letter for international for the cruise in June. Talk about that, and we can start working on that right away for the international folks. But go ahead, sorry.
No. The leaders who are going to be on this cruise are going to be a lot of the leaders who really help drive the direction and define this company for the future. So make sure that you commit to be on that cruise. Once again, lots of things coming together. As Mike mentioned, we have so much interest starting to happen. I was just telling him today that I was texted by several strong leaders saying, hey, we're coming out just to check things out. I've got one arriving tonight. Another one arrived just a few hours ago.
A few hours was in here, out of the blue.
Yeah, just people out of the blue are starting to show up, and they're excited. They're hearing what's going on. And it's really, we're going to be changing a lot of lives and moving in some great directions. So that's where we are. Things are coming together, and you'll continue to hear more and more each week, new things coming together each week. And we'll take the foundation that's there and really continue to build on it and take it to new levels.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Glenn. Now let me just some quick updates. First off, we ran into a little bit of issue with the credit card because we're still developing the credit card. We're adding in new merchants. We're going to be putting it into the mall. Right now, folks, we have an international, because we're an international company, we're a British Virgin Island Corporation with a credit card that's international. We've noticed that there's some little glitches, and we're fixing those. One of the things is that because of your credit card company, there may be an international charge. It just depends on the company. So it's usually anywhere from 2 to 3%, but just know that there's going to be that. We are working on having a U.S. merchant, but it will not be for the package sales. It will be designed for specifically in the mall or the travel-related products and things of that we're working on. So we were able to get it up. Now, some of the stuff in the back office that you've seen is it's in that foreign currency, and so we're getting them. The folks at the merchant company are working on getting it put into the English so that people can see that it's truly the dollar amount in the U.S. dollar and versus the international Hong Kong. Also, I guess there was a glitch in the naming that it was showing up on people's credit card statements as some travel tour or something. I don't know what happened, but that got fixed. And so we're fixing some of the stuff that we've had a little bit, and we've got other merchants that we are installing into the system, and we've got about 3 more that we've already been approved. Now we're going through and doing the final stages on those. So a lot of good things are coming down the pipeline on that. We're even working on a system for the to be able to pay out. We're adding in new payout solutions and also in-pay solutions. And we've been going through and talking to several companies, and we've got a couple in line, and so we're working on that, and the engineers are working on that as well. The other thing I want to folks to remember is that, listen, we are a traditional network marketing company. We go out there, and our job is to share with people amazing products. And you're in business for yourself, just not by yourself. And when you join a program like ours, that's exactly what it is. You're in business for yourself, just not by yourself. And so what happens is there's things that you have to do to earn the money that you earn. One is customer acquisition. You have to go out and get customers. This is a requirement with every single company. And so part of that requirement is when you do get customers, you're going to give them the lifestyle dollars. Now, listen, we know that you want to get rid of the lifestyle dollars as often and as fast as you can, and we're working on ways to give ongoing lifestyle dollars. But folks, that is a major task. That is something that takes a lot of work because there's a lot of logic that has to go behind how that operates, how much you give to someone, how often, do they use it? If they don't use it, what rule do we put in there? If somebody's abusing the system, what do we do? What policies and procedures? So all that stuff has to be in place, and it's not something that's just magically we can turn on and you're doing it. Again, your goal is to get more customers. Ongoing, spread the word. By doing so, you also bring in more profit to the company. You also introduce more opportunity for folks that want to build the opportunity. And so, again, this business is a customer acquisition. You're going to go out, look for franchise-minded people that want to do what you do, or you're going to find folks that can take advantage of the products and the auction and the travel and all the stuff that we come out with. So understand that the business that we're in is in the customer acquisition business. We are working on the ongoing lifestyle dollars. We do know people would love to have that function. They are working on it, but understand it's important right now that there's nowhere in our presentation, on our website, anywhere that says this is a work-free opportunity. That is not what we're about. And if you're looking at on our daily business builder bonus, which is just one of the 8 ways that we pay, as your main target, then folks, you're in the wrong business. Because if we want to operate off of that, just like any of these other companies, you're going to get shut down. We'll shut down because we're building off of true profit. This is a long-term plan and goal to take this company to the next level and to be around 20 to 30 years from now with outstanding credibility, outstanding products within the mall. All of that's coming together. Folks, we're 5 months, 6 months old. Yet we run like we're 2.5 years old. And that's where a lot of people have to understand is that we're still in our development stage. Amazon did not start out with every single product in Amazon. They started out with books and then went from there. So again, this is not a work-free opportunity. This is a business of customer acquisition. You either go out and find customers and you're rewarded for doing so, or you go out and find franchise-minded people that want to do the same thing that you're doing. So I just wanted to share because I've been getting, different feedback from the field, and that message is not getting clear. Our comp plan, when you look at it, it's designed for people that want to work. And we reward handsomely based on that. Our whole comp plan is help find 3 and get them 3. It's a 3x3 model, and if you look at it, it teaches you the first level up, which is national marketing directors, help find 3 people that are regional marketing directors. And then you help them get 3, and then find one more regional marketing director, and now you have 4, and then 3 NMDs. Again, our whole structure is helping 3 get 3, and when you do so, you will always outpace what the daily business builder bonus is doing. And as more profit comes in with more profit product lines that we're bringing in and things of this nature, that is going to increase, and your business will increase, and you'll be able to take advantage of it. So let's go out there and let's get some customers into the program. Now, with that said, we're also releasing this week, and you'll have it up online, is our first phase of the nonprofit organization program. And what I mean by that is we have where nonprofits can participate in the program, but also nonprofits to be able to donate, which is the second phase, and we're working on that as well. But let me roll out to you what the nonprofit program's about. And again, we'll have this up online with how it works, the notes, everything. Basically, what a nonprofit, if you have a nonprofit program out there or a company that's a nonprofit, even international, what you would need to do is you would first have them sign up as a free affiliate. When they sign up as a free affiliate, they then would be able to log into the back office, and you'll see a link under forms, and it'll say nonprofit program. You click on that, and it'll describe to you exactly what you need to do. But before I tell you what you need to do, let me share with you the benefits. What we're going to do for nonprofits is that when a nonprofit comes in, this is a company that can prove that they are a nonprofit from their government that has a licensing that shares, like in the U.S., it's a 501c3 IRS registration that they would send into the corporate. Once they sign up as a free affiliate, we'll mark them up as a regional marketing director, and we would take care of that for 3 months at that position. Then we will also match up to 5,000 credits in anything that they bring. So if they bring 3,000, within that we'll match it with 3,000. If they bring in 5,000, so they may have no money in the game, but they bring in 5 people front line that came in on the 1,500 package or whatever, we would match up to 5,000 in credits. So if they earned 5,000, they get another. They'll have 10,000 to start earning for their nonprofit organization, and we'll work with incentives and additional programs to help bring out even more for the nonprofit. And so again, to qualify, here's what they need to do. And before I go there, let me repeat what I said so that we make sure it's clear, and it'll be up online. Again, they come in as a free affiliate, they register, they will then go into their back office, download the application, they fill out this application, they send in their documentation, then we mark them up as an RMD, we cover them for 3 months, and then anything that they do in their nonprofit, we will match up to 5,000 in credits. So if they bring in 5,000 credits, we'll match it in 5,000 credits for the nonprofit and to help them to grow and support that nonprofit. And again, qualifications, they need to first sign up as the affiliate, fill out the forms. They're going to send it to GoFun Places. We have the address. We have the application, and that'll be up online. They'll be able to download. And then they send it in. They will also send in a support ticket in the subject line that says nonprofit sign up, letting us know that they signed up and here's their username and that they're sending in the documents so that we can track. And then once we get it, then we set them up to the RMD. We let them know, and then from there they can go out and share with the world about the opportunity to help generate income for their program. So, folks, it's close to time to go ahead and close out. We went a little bit later, but we have a lot of exciting things going on. A lot of great stuff that's coming down the pipeline. A lot of stuff like I don't know if you've seen for the folks we put up for the blind to be able to hear the numbers to register. We've added that. There's all kinds of functions and things that have been adding. We're even adding this week. There's some new stuff coming out, and we'll constantly keep building. But I just, I want to encourage you and thank you for being part of the program and supporting us and knowing that we are growing. We are going places. We are attracting some amazing people. I can't believe the people that I've been meeting, not from just the field, but from a corporate side and a dream team of people that we're bringing together. I mean, it's like, wow. I just shake my head on where we're at and what's the potential of the folks that are being introduced to us and coming aboard. And guys, these are some exciting times. I can't wait from a year from now when we've all been on cruises or trips and the folks that are making incredible money because we've changed their lives to help them in something fun. And that's where we're at. We are going to that. We are building towards a legacy, and the things that are happening and the people that are supporting us and the folks that we're attracting, again, I just I have to pinch myself because I can't believe the people that we're talking to right now that have been coming in. And Glen's doing an amazing job, and we've got more meetings with the agency and the products. They're getting a very good idea of how we work and what we're doing and the packages and products that they're bringing to the table and the support, the infrastructure to make it a web-based system, which we're working on, all this stuff. There's so much, like Glen was saying, there's so many different projects that are in the pipeline being managed and things. And folks, we're excited to have you as part of the company. We're excited to be out there sharing this great opportunity. So let's go out and see everybody on the beaches of the world. And I want to give it back to my good friends, Wendy and Linton Vandersteens, great leaders in the company, to share about the upcoming event. I know that the registration for that's supposed to be up or was going to be up tonight. I'm not sure. We'll check, but it'll be up by tomorrow for sure. So, folks, thank you. And